As a reminder, my name's Charlie and I work for a charity called LiNX Christian Youth Trust. This is the fourth of the PSHE sessions that I'm providing for the school, and this is on handling stress. Now, you've just watched a clip of a guy in an office who is struggling with his photocopier and then gets really angry with it. And what we'll probably notice with him is that it's not just that his photocopier isn't working that has made him so stressed. There's probably lots of other stuff going on in his life that has led to him getting so stressed with the photocopier and reacting the way that he does. And that's the thing with stress, is that it tends to be like a build-up of lots of different things. And what we're finding at the moment is that stress is very prevalent because people are having to deal with lots of life stresses anyway, but add on to that a major pandemic within the world, which we're all having to deal with as well. So everybody's stress levels are higher. And so it's really, really important that we talk about this. It's important that we think about, why do people get stressed? What happens in our brain, in our body when we get stressed? What kind of things make us stressed? But then what I want to do right at the end of this lesson is to look at how we can manage stress, because that's really the most important thing. We're all going to get stressed. We can't avoid it, but how do we actually manage it to make it easier to deal with? And that's what's really important. So a definition of stress would be a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. And there's three different things that can affect our stress levels. So first of all, demand. How much demand is there on our lives? Are we having to deal with lots of homework, exams coming up? Perhaps there's extra stuff we need to do at home, or there's tension at home. Perhaps there's problems with friends. Perhaps we've got a part-time job that we have to fit in as well. All these different demands on our lives can cause us more stress. And the more demand there is, the more stress we can perhaps feel. The second thing is control. How much control do we feel that we have over these things? And when things are feeling out of control, like we can't do anything about it, that can make us more stressed. And so at the moment, living with a pandemic where there's nothing we can do really other than stay at home and try to stop the spread of this virus. But in most senses, it's out of our control. And that makes us more stressed because we can't do anything about it. And the third thing that influences our stress levels is support. How much support do we have around us? Do we have people that we can talk to, that we can turn to and lean on if we're feeling stressed? And that's really important. So what you're going to do now is you're going to watch another video which talks about how stress affects our brain, what's happening in our brain when we get stressed, because I think it's really useful to understand that, because it is a natural thing. It's something that our body just does automatically. So I think it's really, really good and interesting to understand that. So go and watch this next video and I'll see you in a bit.